In this video, I want to introduce you to some of the most basic items on a spreadsheet. If you've got a lot of familiarity with spreadsheets, you can probably skip this video and jump to the next one. But if you're relatively new to spreadsheets, or if you've kind of been intimidated by them in the past and not used them a lot, or if you're just not sure that you know the terminology associated with spreadsheets, then stick with me here and we'll do a quick introduction. So let's get started. I'm going to come up and click on my little waffle up here in the corner, the 9 dots, and choose Sheets. And that will open up to all of my templates, but I'm just going to go for a new blank spreadsheet. And this is what it will look like. Now, this is pretty much what a spreadsheet will look like, no matter what spreadsheet program you are using, whether it's Google Sheets, Microsoft Excel, or another spreadsheet program. It's going to look pretty much like this. It is a long range of individual cells, and they are divided into rows and columns. Columns will always be designated by letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E. Once you get all the way to Z, if you have more columns, it will become double A, double B, and it will just keep going in that way. The rows will always be designated by numbers, and those will just go on down to the hundreds and the thousands. You really don't have to worry about hitting the end of a spreadsheet. There is a finite number of cells, but we're not ever going to reach that. It is important to know the column and the number designation because that's how you name a cell. Every cell has a cell reference. So you can see I'm clicked in this first one here. It's highlighted in the blue square. And the reference for that cell is cell A1. Here would be cell C3. Here would be cell E12. Wherever I'm clicked, both the column header and the row number will be slightly highlighted. So that helps you track and see where you are on the spreadsheet. And when we're just looking at a few cells here, it doesn't matter. But when I'm trying to give you a reference and say, I need you to take a look at the information in cell Z98, it's good to know that you can just quickly get there. You don't have to look at every cell along the way and hope to find the right information. The cell designations also become important once you start writing formulas. That's how you tell the formulas where to go and find information and where to put the information. So the columns, the rows, and the cell reference, those are important things to know when you're working with a spreadsheet. Now, in a cell, you can put any kind of information. It can be text. So I could put a name. We're close to Christmas time here, so I could put Santa. I can edit that in the same way that I would text in any other kind of document. I can change the font size or the font style. I can make it bold. I can make it italics. I can change the color, etc. So I could do all of those things with words. I can also put numbers in the spreadsheet. And once I put the numbers in, I can do the same with those. Change the size, make them bold, make them italics, make them whatever color I want. So I have all of the basic formatting tools that you would expect for entering text or numbers. There are a few things to think about when you're looking at formatting. One is, what kind of information does a number represent? If I've got 321 pens, that's fine. But maybe it's $321 and I want to format it that way. I can quickly come up to the dollar sign and it will format that as currency for me. Or I can undo that and make it a percentage. I can use this to change how many places beyond the decimal it goes. I have other options for formatting. I can numbers, percentage, scientific accounting, etc., etc. There will be so many options. The other thing that you can think about, let's say if I put in a date. Now once that date is there, and I do have all these formatting options. If I come to the formatting menu and I just look at numbers, even at the bottom there will be more formats. So I can go to more date and time formats and you will see all the sort of previews that are available to me automatically. I can also edit my own formatting. Do I want the month to have a leading zero or not a leading zero? Do I want it to abbreviate the month name, etc.? So you have so many options in choosing how you want to format something. And usually the goal for formatting is just so that as you look at columns and rows of data, it's easy to quickly look at it and know what the situation is there. Let's delete that. And let's talk about another formatting concern. If we're putting in text, and maybe I've got a text where I want you to make notes about something. So let's go all the way back up to the top. And maybe the note is, was a student participating today? And I've got student did participate in distance learning. Now, this fills up way more than the cell size. So I have two options. Columns and rows can be resized. I can come up right between the two, A and the B, that little line. If I hover over it, I can expand the size of the column. Now column A is really wide. And that's fine. Maybe I'm going to put notes in all of these and I want it to be a little bit wider. But maybe I don't, because several wide columns suddenly means lots of scrolling left and right. So I can bring this back and I can tell these cells, I'm going to come over here to something called text wrapping, and I can wrap that text. And it will make it fit in that column size just by stretching the row to a higher size. So that's one way to format text. You can make things wider, or you can wrap the text. You may also find times when you have a larger column, because maybe here we do have wrapped text. Let's say we have student attendance. And so we have to have wrapped text so both of those will fit. But here I just have date. Maybe I don't want everything to sit at the bottom. I can highlight this row and I can vertically align my text so that it hits in the middle if that's easier to read. I can even make everything go to the top of the row. So lots of formatting options. Most of them are right across the toolbar here, and you can play around with those and find what's going to make your spreadsheet look the best, what's going to make it easiest to read. A couple of other things to mention before we leave this beginning introductory one. Some people will want the checkboxes. If you've been using our spreadsheets, you know we have lots of checkboxes as a quick way to say, yep, been there, done that, got it done, completed the task, whatever. If you want to insert checkboxes, highlight wherever you want the checkboxes to go. Under the Insert menu, Insert Checkbox. And now you have those. It makes it quick and easy to check off something as it gets completed or as people participate, whatever you're using those checkboxes for. A couple of last tips that I want you to know about a spreadsheet, because this is part of what makes spreadsheets so easy. They are smart. If I need to put in a lot of dates here, let's say I'm going to start with January 1st, 2021. Now I need January 2nd, 2021. I need January 3rd, 2021. And I need to do that all the way till the end of the school year. I can keep typing, or I can just select those three. Sheets knows that I'm building a pattern. I can grab this little handle in the corner and stretch it down, and it will put in all the dates for me. It would work the same if I were doing 1, 2, 3. I can highlight those and continue going down. If I'm doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I can do the same. It will fill out each week, Sunday through Saturday. So it will repeat dates, numbers, text. As long as you create a pattern that is a clear pattern, you don't have to keep typing. All right, that's just a few quick formatting tools, a few quick pieces of information about columns, rows, and self-referencing. And we'll move on to things a little bit more complicated as we go. So let's wrap up this video and we'll get ready for our next one.